What's going on, everyone? It's your What Top Cat the Gamer. We are back with some more trails through Daybreak. All right, we're going to continue on with the rest of the story here in Basel. Um, oh, quick note: if you do not go to the story location here first, okay? If you look right there to your right, there are three little green question marks right there. So this is definitely another side quest, and if you go here to the red, you will miss this quest. So, and I almost did it. So yeah. So but yeah, if you come over here, you can't really go anywhere else leaving from here. But you can go over here. But if you go up these stairs right here, this is where the quest is. And looks like Alvis and some kids. It is, yeah. All right, but we're gonna go ahead and get to seeing what the hell's going on here. But thank you all for being here. If you're new to the channel, tap that like button for my boy, and yeah, subscribe if you have not. Let's go ahead and get it on. That wasn't fair. You cheated. You didn't outdrive me at all. Hey, a win's a win. You're such a sore loser. Damn. You always win against me. I deserve to win too. Easy, easy. Sorry for butting in like that. Maybe next time we can give Amelia a little boost to balance it out, okay? But that wouldn't be fair either. I just want to beat him fair and square, okay? Hey, don't take it out on him for helping. Why can't you just suck it up? This is just great. Didn't expect to find one of Elaine's co-workers in an argument with some kids. It looks like he could use a hand too. Hey, fancy running into you here. What happened to the hot shit bracer I bumped into earlier? Can't break up an argument between a couple of kids? You. Goddess of all the people. If you just want to laugh at me, you could do that later. I'm on official business, so get lost. No, not at all. I apologize if we were interrupting you. It's just that you look like you're in need of help. So what are you two arguing about? We heard a bit of a conversation. What could you fill us in? We race each other with RC cars a lot. Amelia is way too good a racer, so she usually wins. She really whooped me today, so I was down in the dumps. Hey, you need to do something about the collar on that sweater. God damn, look at that collar. God dog. When this really cool bracer came over and offered to help. Well, aren't you a model bracer, huh? The kids love you. I headed back to the guild after I ran into you guys, but when I came across these two, after I started my rounds. The boy's car is a Linoland carrier, just like the one we use at the guild. I can't deny it got me a little curious. One thing led to another, and I kind of lent them a hand. Didn't know they made RC versions of those. I dig it. Even the little tykes can wheel these around. Wait. Hold on a second. Is that a Nightbreaker? Oh, now you mention it, yeah. It looks exactly like your car, just a different color. They make radio control versions of those too? Yep, they do. I'm a big fan of this model. Hey, you know what's up. When it comes to power, you can't beat an Ingrid. Oh, totally. I agree with you. I'm just like, what am I watching? So yeah, today was just different. I followed the advice the bracer gave me, and I won. I actually won. I beat her for the first time in forever. Amelia is being a real sore loser about it. I beat her fair and square. You didn't beat me fair and square. You had a coach. I've always beaten you all by myself. But now, I'm supposed to accept I lost you because an adult you got an adult to help you. How's that fair? Oh, come on. It sucks losing all the time. Just let me have this. Dude just want one win. Beat me here by yourself first. If you're happy to cheat, then go race in a cheaters club. You can win all you want there. Hey, you want to say that again? Kid's name is Dick. Sorry about that. There's my phone in the background. Nobody wants to call me, man, till I get on here. Nobody. Literally nobody. 1 second. So irritating, too. Look, I'm sorry. I realize in retrospect that I shouldn't have gotten involved. No, he's just wishing he didn't get involved in the whole thing. So, yeah, this is how it's been for the last minute or so. Yeah, that's a bit of a conundrum, isn't it? I got an idea, actually. How do you feel about pairing up with me, young lady? Alvis takes the boy, and then we've got a perfectly fair 2-on-2 rematch. Well, that sounds like a great idea. Yeah, that works for me. With an adult on my side, it'll actually be fair. Excellent idea, Mr. Arkwright. It should help them race each other more fairly. Okay, yeah, that's actually a good idea. Guess our broken clocks right twice a day. That's fucked up. I see right through you, though. You don't just do things out of the kindness of your heart. You got an ulterior motive, don't you? No. My intentions are crystal clear as a pickups paint job. I just don't like seeing my favorite truck lose a rigged race. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it, man. Justice. You know, that toes a fine line between genuine swagger and just idiocy. Yeah, he does that. Well, that works for me. I guess I sort of squint. I can see your point. Oh, man. So, how do you two feel about it? Does that sound good? Sign me up. I want to show him who's boss. It'll be me and him versus the two of you. Me too. Last time wasn't a fluke. Watch. Alright, we got ourselves a match. I won't lose this time. Prove it. That's a relief. Kids are calmed down now that we've figured out a resolution to all this. But now I'm indebted to a Spriggan, of all people. Don't let this go to your head, you hear? This doesn't even register on my balance sheet. Just don't hold back, you hear? I'm not going easy on you. It's about more than just you and me. Or those two kids. It's Lino versus Ingrid. And us Ingrid fans, we don't take a loss lying down. Sheesh. You're way more into this than I am. That dude does not give a shit, and like, Van is like, you gonna die. But hey, you got a point. This is a chance to settle our differences for good and all. So what do you say? I'm sorry. So you know what? Bring it. Shit, I couldn't even get it right. Wow, everyone's really pumped up for this. Look at Aaron's face. Aaron's like, man, what the fuck are we doing? This is wasting so much time. Van can't help himself when it comes to the cars, as we're all aware. It would be nice if this helped him get along better with Alvis, too. We should start by finding a suitable race course. What did you use for your match earlier? It was right here. Just a really straight and narrow sprint. I do think we should go somewhere else. We need a proper circuit for this. Yeah, something nice and open. I want that too, but I don't know where. There aren't many open spaces where we won't be getting anyone's way. I might have an idea, actually. I know a venue that would be willing to host us. I'm not 100% sure, but it's worth asking. Follow me, everyone. I'll see if I can get permission. Alright. So, hidden, well, not necessarily hidden side quest, but it's right here on the side if you don't pay attention to it. Sure, I'm in. Great. To Newtown, then. That's where the venue is.
Well, we're on the clock now.
Okay, so we're going back to Newtown. Alright, I think I got you. So you want a venue for your RC race? Yes, the pavilion has hosted RC races in the past, if memory serves. Would you be willing to lend us? Oh man, sorry. An event space for a race of our own. Now it's making sense. But how could I refuse a request from you, Katja? I'll talk to the administrator to see what I can do. Our schedule's pretty quiet right now, so they shouldn't have a problem with it. Let's make this the best race you've ever seen. This went way too far just for some shit between two children. Hey, thank goodness. Now I really can't wait. Didn't think you had inroads with the pavilion. Nice job calling in those IOUs, Katja. They do come in handy. I should specify though, this is more for me. The pavilion works closely with the institute and the workshop, so we're well acquainted. Out of curiosity, what kinds of RC cars are you bringing? I'll be using my Lino land carrier, and I've got an Ingrid Nightbreaker pickup. Oh wow, Lino and Ingrid? Seriously? What? Is that a problem? What's with the alarm? You know those makes, right? I'm a Lino employee who has loved this company for 20 years. And I'm an Ingrid employee and a fanatic in my own right. Oh God. And Petra and I get a little spirited when we debate over the two. We'll have a drink and some snacks and just go to town. If this is a battle between Lino and Ingrid, then we have to treat this seriously. You bet. This is company pride we're talking. This got serious as fuck. Oh yeah, this race has bigger implications, way beyond just RC stuff. I'm expecting Vin Diesel or somebody to pull up and be like, "You owe me a 2-second car." Two bitter rivals going at it, and for these youngins, that can make or break their brand. Really? Oh my God, it's an RC race, bro. It's serious. He's been like serious stuff. That sounds a bit extreme. Exactly. I really don't think it's quite that important. Yeah, they've lost me. Oh, I have an idea. We have some aftermarket parts over in the storehouse. I'll let you two have a sneak peek on me. Don't tell anybody, okay? Oh, would you mind giving us some time to work out the track? We want to make sure it's perfect as it could be. Sure, by all means. Yeah, thanks a lot. This is funny as hell. They got so serious a few minutes later. I'll go over the rules one more time just to be safe. Team Dick and Team Melia will compete in a two-way relay format. After 2 laps, the first racer will hand the controls to the second. They will complete 2 more laps for 4 total. The finish line will be right here at the start. Understood? So Dick and Melia will lead off their respective teams. Yeah, then Van and Alvis will compete against each other in the second leg. I'm getting really excited. Who's gonna win? Racers on your mark. Get set. Go! Man, they're really fired up. You said it. I'm glad they're having fun. Wait, why am I being all buddy-buddy with you? We're not allies anymore. We're enemies. Sure. I bet that little girl and little boy gonna grow up and get together, have some kids, and still be arguing 30 years later. With that, the race was off with a thrilling start. Melia climbed out in the early lead with her Nightbreaker. But after negotiating the turns, Dick's land carrier began to catch up down the long straight. He had swapped out its stock motor for an aftermarket sport engine boasting much stronger acceleration. The track favored straight line speed with its series of strayways, allowing Dick to pull ahead of Melia after the first lap. This shit turned into like... Not to count Melia out, she closed the gap in the corners with her skillful driving. She had cut the deficit, but she still lagged behind Dick's souped-up machine as their leg of the race came to a close. I'm leading. Alice, I did it. You sure did. Leave the rest to me, buddy. Dang it, you win this round, Dick. Go get him, man. You got it. Gave you some nice momentum to work with. With the third lap underway, Van and Alice tested their mettle. I should have expected as much from Leno's employees, special customization, sorry. They really understand this thing's unique quality. Same here. But neither side has a clear advantage. There's no ace in the hole. What the? Sorry to interrupt. Both these cars are designed to go off-road, so what's the point in keeping them on the road? Paved roads are hardly their natural habitat, so we decided to spice up the track a bit. This puts every facet of your cars to the test. Oh, that's rad. You guys know how to put on a race. Wow, that's so cool. And I wish I could have raced on this. I wonder how I would have done. Okay, built up a little lead here. Got to protect that. No mistakes. How do I want to go about this? That cardboard's a big old roadblock, but I'm already behind. What's the play here? Yeah, I stay floored. You're gonna go slow. It's gonna waste time. Cardboard. It'll be all right. No time to lose. Full throttle, baby. Oh well, shit. I mean, he's still kind of, well, he didn't necessarily floor it, but you got around it. Oh yeah, how's that? Not bad. Got the off-road bit coming up next. This is gonna be good. LC's crew these roads for breakfast. Chew, I'm sorry. Shit, I was like crew. No, it's chew. Chew these roads for breakfast. I can't push my grip on the surface. But I can't afford to give up any ground. Now, do I hold steady or do I punch it? I say hold steady. Gotta be patient here. Yeah, I feel like going too fast would have had it like wobbly and everything else. I just can't shake him. Last big curve coming up. The inside line is less distance. He's gonna want it too. No, going outside will like put you behind. Aim for the apex. I'll take that inside line, thank you. Oh no, you don't. That corner's mine. Gotcha, bitch. You little. I got one last ace in my sleeve. Get a load of my turbo. How'd you get that? Is that even allowed? Yo, this is sick. Wonder if I can get one of those in my truck. Don't you whine to me about the rules. Anything goes, right? Huh? I've never seen a part like that. Wow, he's really proud of that. He was off chatting with Chamberlain about something earlier. I suppose that's what it was. You were sitting on that one for a while, huh? But how? I swapped the motor and everything. You're mine. I mean, he changed some shit on his car, so why not? All four of you really put on a show there. But in the end, only one team can be the winner. On with the results. Leno versus Ingrid. Winner of this White Hot Relay RC race is the Ingrid team, led by Captain Milia. Wow, we really did it. They had us there, but you outdrove them in the second half. Way to go. It was nothing. Thanks for letting me tear up the course with your Nightbreaker. I hate to admit it, but you have me beat. Maybe I owe you some respect as a gearhead. Maybe. Man, you're a really good driver, Alice. I want to learn how you race like that. But I am not losing to you again, Milia. Best 2 out of 3. You're on. Well, that was quite the show. I wasn't expecting to end up so invested. I don't think nobody was. Yeah, but I think we hogged the pavilion long enough with that. Let's bounce. Yeah, I should get going back on my rounds. Okay, let's head back to the artisanal district and race there. Yeah, good idea. But I'm glad they admitted things. It's like that big fight from before never happened. That ballooned a bit, didn't it? But hey, all's well that ends well. I really owe you guys for that. That's our line. How could we say no to a race between two of the auto industry's biggest rivals? Orbital cars aren't just machines, they're the future. They're something that kids and adults both can appreciate. That race was exactly the kind of motor pavilion it's all about. Spreading the joys of motoring to all. Come on back sometime, will you? The Grand Prix may have ended, but Dick and Millie are still hungry for racing. Anne and company saw them back to the artisanal district, and then made for the institute.
All in a day's work.
That's funny.
Reward deposited.
I'm still surprised they hadn't gone to the 4 yet. Okay, let's get back at it. We're gonna go ahead and head up to the institute. Think I'll make a save here. I think we've done everything we need to do here, though.
When boarding the Aerotram, please have your authentication card ready and follow the instructions of the attendant.
Interesting.
Whoa! We're so high up!
This is kind of nice.
Him saying
It's the
something
kind
like
of thing
that?
you'd only find here. Professor Hamilton designed this, right?
Oh, I'm impressed you knew.
Is something wrong?
Not at all. It's just that while I've heard about everything here, seeing the whole world with your own eyes for the first time is without doubt an unparalleled experience.
Hmm? I know what you mean. I feel the same way after diving into the world of a good book for the first time.
Nah, I can feel that. Why she act like she'd been sheltered her whole life? It's like the way she looked in and said that. It's like she been in a building her whole life and they finally let her out. Like it was odd. Like in her job, she had to have like been to a lot of places. She's 20 also. Alright, here we are, the Basel Institute of Science, the place where much of the Republic's most cutting-edge research gets done. It's situated in a beautiful location too. The views of the canyon from here are just stunning. Yeah, this area is supposed to be popular with tourists for exactly that reason. Though they need a card, though even they need a car right now. This isn't that bad of a spot to sightsee, I guess, but there's no real place to live it up in the town. So speaking of tourism, speaking of tourism, what's that rounded building over there? I've been wondering this whole time. That's the Astronomy Observatory. That's a place where you can look at the stars, right? That's right. There's a very powerful telescope there that lets you see far more of them than you could with your naked eye. There are many who believe that astronomy is a discipline from which all others draw their roots, even if others disagree. It actually originated in the Central East, if you didn't know. Whoa, really? Pretty sure they were big on stargazing in that fallen empire to the east back in the day too. This turned out to be very educational. I wonder what's the hunt for? That was odd. Huh. He's like, huh? So where would you like to start? I'd be happy to show you around if you want. Nah, it's fine. We're gonna wander around for a while and see what we find. If you could tell us where the main facilities and research labs are, that'd be plenty. Well, if you're sure, they're marked on the building's map already, but here you go. Well then, I got work on my own to take care of, so I'll get going for now. Sorry about that. If anything comes up, you're always welcome to contact me on my cipher. Thanks. I was hoping we could stay with him longer. He knows so many cool things. I feel the same way, but it would be difficult. Yeah, because they got investigating to do. Yeah, he's just going to get in the way when we start poking our noses around in dark places. I doubt we're going to get any new 4 SPGs here, but here's hoping we can learn more about this abusive professor, wherever they are. Let's get to work. Remember to act casual and not make it obvious what we're here for. Understood. Alright, so here we are. Okay, that looks like one way to get in and out. I mean, the aero tram is cool, but it goes too slow. But I guess it's way for people to sightsee, so I get it. This area should have way more tables.
This feels relaxing.
Yeah, there's like more tables over here. There should be even more here. Good idea, though. Big ass school.
This campus is just as big as I expected.
Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm not gonna talk to everybody.
Let's take a look around. Gotta check out all the spots that kid mentioned.
There's one lady we can talk to. Let's see a shop in here, so.
Tasty.
Everybody's gotta eat, right?
She was just standing there with a taco. Look at her. What's the menu? What's on the menu? Can't really see it. Gotta work on that damn pixels there, man. This is... Can't see it. See something about drinks. Let's talk to Meryl. Hello there and welcome to my kitchen. Everyone loves the food we serve here, or at least I thought they did. But we have had one poorly looking diner recently. He works in a special research building and he's been eating a lot less lately. He looks terrible. He and his assistants always used to have these ferocious appetites. Too, what happened to them? Wonder if that's the group we saw earlier is getting yelled at by the dude.
What'll it be for today?
I think it's hot too. Well, it looks like we get a new meal here. Damn, this stuff be costing some money.
Thanks a bunch.
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Use it now, of course.
That was very well made.
All right. I always forget. So the same thing with the gifts. God damn, I forgot the gifts.
What? You expecting thanks?
Cheeky adult.
You know me well.
Yeah, I
I
forget
appreciate it.
sometimes to give people their shit, and I'm like, that's why I will go ahead and try to use the stuff then. All right. I think that's the only thing we got to get here. It's just an empty hall. Nowhere to go. I guess we'll talk to her first. Oh, I remember seeing you at the Orbital Cafe with Edith. I live over here in Basel. I remember this chick. I didn't expect to see you here too. My family lives over in the capital, so I'm out there a lot both to visit them and to do my civil engineering research. I'll be cooped up in here for a while though. I've got a big paper to finish up. She's a student here, huh? You should try talking to her.
Alrighty.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, the topic. I'm sorry, my bad.
Let me ask you something.
You had to press square and bring up the topic. The professor abusing their authority, you say? That's a bit of a stretch to me, not gonna lie. I can say for certain that Professor Cronkite and Professor Tane would never do that. Can't be them. Oh, what makes you so sure of that? Well, so Professor Cronkite's a man of few words, so he can come across as kind of scary, but he means well, really. I mean, he's one of the greatest minds of our time. He lives and breathes science. And then Professor Tane is just really friendly to everybody. He's always looking out for people. He's known the world over for his work in civil engineering and urban planning. The Basel Institute of Science certainly earns his reputation. His faculty are all accomplished scientists and engineers in their own right. Yep, lots of famous people come here and study and lecture here. Professor Callahan's a real celebrity too. He's a real whiz when it comes to mechanical engineering. He's the brain behind the military's new weapons. Last I heard, though, his new big proposal got shot down in favor of someone else's. He didn't really take that very well. But he's bounced back, from what I can tell. He's really putting his all into this new project. I'm really humbled to get to work with so many hardworking and talented people. Hardworking and talented people can still be assholes. He got a point. Are they good people? Is what we're asking. Could you maybe have phrased that a little less aggressively? She always like cuts him off and like is telling him to grow up. Don't get me wrong, Aaron does say some stupid shit sometimes, but Aaron does at times. He says things that people are thinking, and as he gets older, he'll start to temper some of that. But he does get to the point, you know. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. You were a big help. Because it kind of still sound like, or like, seems like they're kind of covering up some shit too. So there's one other person there, and then going back over there. So let's go talk to this guy. I work as an assistant in Professor Arquette's lab over there. I've noticed some troubling things coming out of the other labs, though. This one woman, she's looked absolutely drained every day. I wish there was something I could do to help her, but I really shouldn't go butt into other labs' business. I just hope she has someone she can talk to, be it a co-worker, a professor, or someone else. That's a bit fishy there. I have to ask him about that. I'm sorry. My bad.
Can we talk?
Workplace harassment? Goodness. I've heard these bits and pieces, but I'm a bit nervous to talk about it. We won't tell anyone, don't worry. Anything helps. I've heard loud shouting from one of the other labs, yes. It stunned me out of the work I was doing. I heard stuff like, you idiots, can't you do anything right? And you're a disgrace to the Institute. Get out. He's just lashing out at everything and everyone now. It's really disturbing. Which professor was the one doing that? I just can't say it. Sorry. If they find out it was me, I'd have hell to pay. It's really gnawing at me. The abuse is only getting worse and worse from what I'm told. I heard the works, fatigue, depression, exhaustion, even a couple of researchers fainting on the job. That shit is wild. I like, as a scientist, like, to let somebody push you to the point where you're passing the fuck out, like, it's crazy. That whole department looks visibly shaken these days. The stress is just too much for them. I worry they'll all end up like Cindy. Cindy, what happened to her? She's at her breaking point, from what I hear. I hardly see her at the Institute anymore. We've all been trying to support her however we can, but it's rough. It really is. Damn, yeah, that's not good. Who's the professor helping her out of curiosity? That would be Professor Esmeray. Hope I'm saying it right, Esmeray. She's in the bioengineering department. She's known the world over for her cutting-edge research. A real upstanding woman. She's always up to her neck in her own work, though. She probably doesn't know the extent of the abuse at the other labs. I wonder if that's the chick with the glasses, the green hair. Yeah, thanks for filling us in. This still helps us a lot. Or if the girl with the glasses is the Cindy girl he was talking about. And we'll find out one way or another. It kind of sucks. You really can't. There's not really much you can do here. It's a big place, but it's like, you know, there's, you know, you
The breeze here feels so nice.
see a little bit, but not really a lot you can do. It's a soda machine.
Well,
We got plenty of those. Oh, okay. So this is okay. This is the observatory. It's a big ass telescope. I expected way more to be in here. All this area, you just got these two seats over here. That's funny to me, man. Let's see. They could have had something where you could look in the telescope. Alright. Well, let's get the fuck out of here. Phooey. Phooey, phooey, phooey. Oop, wrong way. Oh, okay. So it's the other part of the place. Upper floor. We'll go in there in a minute. I'm just looking around. There's some students. I would talk to them, but alright. People hard at work, I see. While we're just roaming around.
Theoretically speaking.
well,
No, nothing different. Alright. Let's go talk to whoever this last person is over here. Oop, wrong one. If you need anything from me, I'll just be reading here. We do have plenty of papers here, though. I don't know enough about them to make any recommendations. Do handle them with care, though. They're very important papers. Sounds like plenty of students and faculty come this way. That tracks. Maybe he's overheard a word or two about the allegations.
can we talk?
Right.
Huh? A power tripping professor, you say? Well, if it were anybody, I'd put my money on Cronkite. He's awfully quick to dismiss people, hearty in a word. Kind and helpful aren't exactly synonymous with him, at least from what I've seen and heard. I see. Have you heard anything about any other professors that might relate to these allegations? Let me think now. Well, I can't see Professor Aureli doing anything like that. She's just a bundle of sunshine. Not a mean bone in her body. Okay, I gotta figure out who these people are. Sometimes I even see her picking up research materials for her students. And as Professor Callahan, he's always made a point of helping out his assistants. He's certainly not a bad person in my view, but he's gotten a bit of a bad rap after his work went south. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. We greatly appreciate it. Alright, I think we've combed this area over pretty well now. Let's go sit down somewhere and try piecing things together. I recommend that open space in front of the Institute grounds. I saw some benches there that we could that we could use. Sounds like a plan to me. Okay. Well, hello, ma'am. How are you? Okay, so that's Professor Arley. I worry for her, I really do, but I just don't have the time to check up on her. Next time I see her, I think I'll recommend her these vitamins. I was on the observatory board with them, actually. I do worry about how she's the only woman on her team. I want her to feel afraid to speak her mind on things. Okay, that does not sound good. Why the hell does this lady look just like her? Come on, quit being fucking cheap here, Falcon. Are you serious? Look at this. And then, really, you couldn't make any other. It better be a goddamn twin. That's just, come on now. You can make any other model. Cheap asses. Alright, let's talk it out. Alright, we're about ready to sit down and get cracking. Let's sit down. Well, that was pretty good. We got our hands on some nice info there. We learned a lot of the professors' names, too. There's Professor Callahan, the Engineering Science Authority, Professor Arley in the Chemistry Department, Professor Cronkite, a well-respected expert in physics and orbital engineering, and Professor Tane, an architectural researcher. And then one Professor Esmeray over in bio. They all sounded really capable. But of course, the stat sheets don't tell the whole story. They all sounded like oddballs in their own right. I think we could safely narrow the PERT down to one of those 5. I agree. We have pretty strong evidence to suggest that. Alright, let's take our evidence from the top then. All the people we talked to, all the testimonies, they all had this one thing in common. I see what you mean. They didn't name the abuser. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they didn't. One girl tried to downplay it. It didn't seem like any of them were threatened, but they didn't. They wouldn't name the person. Like, even when he asked, "Who's the professor?" I can't. I don't want to say, or whatever like that. They didn't name the abuser though. Not a single one named the culprit. Some of those guys knew who it was, but it kept sounding like they were too scared to name him. Would have made our job a hell of a lot easier if they just named the guy, but no. Yeah, now that you mention it, that is kind of weird. I can understand not wanting to be labeled as a snitch, but it felt like there was more to it than that. They were afraid of the culprit, but you could tell they respected them too. They didn't want to sell the professor a good name. It might be that professor everybody super loves and thinks is awesome. Was that Cronkite? And some people said the guy wasn't always like that. Something changed in him. Probably the conflict over that proposal we heard about. Something about hard feelings. That one guy said he had to crunch after the proposal fell through. Telltale sign of abuse to me. It does seem unlikely, though we can't say for certain what changed the professor's behavior. That would be a reasonable explanation. That said, no circumstances justifies such an abuse of power and status. This professor is truly incorrigible. So that's who you think the culprit is. Yeah, if you ask me, there's only one professor who fits the bill. It sounds like it could be Callahan. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Callahan was the one they mentioned after that. Professor Callahan's our guy. He's one of the foremost authorities on engineering science, perhaps the smartest man in the whole field. I've seen him in papers plenty of times before. He's always described as a savant. Notably, he helped modernize the military's weapons and equipment. But he's got revenge on his mind, sounds like it. Some other professor one-upped him, and that's got him pissed. I get it. I get it sucks, but you'd think a world-renowned scientist would be less childish about it. You know a thing or two about acting like a child, wouldn't you? I don't know. You usually call me Grandpa, which is it, bud? That was a great comeback, and he said that very calmly as well. That's great. It's now the time. So what do we do now? Look how they still staring at each other. You could just tell that that brother energy is there between them. He's looking at him like, fuck you, no, fuck you. Like, we have all the recordings of the people we talked to. That all points to Professor Callahan being the suspect. So what's our next move? Do we hunt down our client next? Give him the tapes? Nah, I'm thinking we get Professor Callahan's opinion on it without accusing him directly. We nudge him in the right direction and he might just turn himself in. What do you mean? Simple. We tell him about these abuse rumors going around. We talk about these exhausted students and he connects the dots on his own. Failing that, well, we already know it's him. He's bound to figure out his reputation's on the line the more he hears about this. If he's smart, he'll fess up. Or he'll end up showing himself by acting even more like an ass and going after the people who said something about him. So yeah, that's the way I kind of think about it. So that's what we do. We give him a subtle little nudge and he does all the work. Else time wanted for us. 2 birds with 1 stone right there. That sounds really scheming. I'm not so sure we're the guys, we're good guys all of a sudden. You are vastly overthinking that. Well, it is a quintessentially Spriggan way of solving a problem. Fine by me. To the Power Trippers lab then. Actually, where is it? I don't remember seeing it while we were taking the tour. I suspect it's in the Special Research Building. We need some information, we need some form of clearance to enter, of course. We passed by a door with a guard in front of it earlier. They don't let any ordinary civilian inside. I suspect we need an A rank card at the very least. It was hard enough to get a C rank card. I think getting an A rank is one is off the table. We have Katra. What should we do then? Maybe wait for him to leave the building and ambush him? Nah, old Van's the man with a plan. All that matters is we get inside the building. Doesn't matter how we do it. It kinda does, but okay. And being a Spriggan, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. Van, you kinda scared me with that smile there. We defer to you. What's our strategy, Master Spriggan? So first, we just roll up to the building like anyone else would. Once we get there, we convince the guard to let us in and just act natural, like we're Ember Golden. What? What kind of fucking plan is that? Alright, man, I guess. That's some funny ass shit. He's like, yeah, we just gonna roll up in there and just, we're gonna go up in there like G's and he's gonna let us in, huh? Excuse me, is this where we can find Professor Callahan? We're here to speak with him. Right, yes. May I see your card, sir? Of course. He handed over his certification card. C rank. I'm sorry, but I can't let you in without the proper security clearance. If you don't mind me asking, what business do you have with them to begin with? Glad you asked. We're here on behalf of the Principality of El Saim. We figured there was an appointment for us, but we just now found out they didn't set anything up. Sorry for the inconvenience. We wanted to inquire about Professor Callahan's new research. It's caught our investors' interest. See, okay, all right, man, doing his gift of gab thing. His findings have seismic implications. Even the cipher. I keep forgetting, is it Zephyr or Zypher? I thought, wait, Zephyr? The Zephyr Revolution would be small potatoes compared to this. So we looked into meeting with him to collaborating on his research, only to learn that Marduk was interested in the same thing. So now we got ourselves a three-way partnership here. I'm here on the Marduk company's behalf. I'm a concierge in their employ. So you're meeting with him to discuss a grant? Is that right? I'm a bit surprised to hear both El Saim and Marduk are collaborating on this. But well, stranger things have happened, I guess. I apologize for the inconvenience. That said, who are these children with you? Surely they're not employees. Pardon? I'm not a kid. I'm just short. You're a child. Like, stop. She really needs to quit. They're associates of El Saim VIP. Pardon them. They're here on El Saim's behalf as well, so they were looking to sit in on our meeting. This is a little awkward though. We came all the way from El Saim just to get turned away at the door on a technicality. I'm not sure what to tell them when we get back home. I really am sorry. There's clearly been some kind of mix-up here. Your arrangement might have been lost in the shuffle with all the Aramis students visiting. You must have been issued the same rank card as them by mistake. Don't do this to yourself, man. I'll go clear this up with Professor Callahan. 1 minute. Of course, we'll be waiting. You sure you're okay with him calling your bluff? Of course. Who's he to turn down grant money? That ain't what we're really here for. He just has to take the bait. Thank you for your patience. The professor would like to meet with you at once. Go right in. Thank you very much. Of course. I can't believe you managed to deceive your way past someone again. That's pretty good, actually. Hey, nothing I said was a lie. Not my fault if someone else takes what I said the wrong way. He's got a bit of a point. But to tell yourself that, you have to, but I bet you tell yourself that every single time, huh? Yeah. You must be a real pro at this. I mean, it's not something to be proud of, as your sudden embarrassment suggests. I wish you would at least stop to think about the bad influence you might be having on Fairy.
So you're trying to blame all of this on me, are you?
There he is.
Not at all. I'm in no way trying to suggest your latest research is the cause.
Oh, that's crime.
If anything,
yeah.
The approach you're taking with your latest project rather fascinates me.
Does it now?
Yeah, that's the dude that was yelling in the beginning.
That being said, work on my own project has reached a critical juncture. I cannot afford any issues with net traffic at this time.
That certainly sounds like blame to me, Cronkite.
Was it Cronkite's research that was better than his?
You may be one of Professor Hamilton's students, but that doesn't give you the right to...
Oppressive man. So sorry for the delay. Oh. Who the devil are you? This is a restricted area, you know. Not to worry, we have permission to be here. Could either of you direct us to Professor David Callahan's office? Ah, so you're the ones I just heard about. We're finished here, Cronkite. Now, if you would all follow me. Yang, Professor Cronkite and Callahan. Huh? Funny running into you guys here. Whoops. We can say the same thing. It's the Ark Ride. Do you have business here? Katra? What are you doing here, Salicion? Salicion, I think is what it is. And who are these people with you? They are students here on an educational visitation from the capital. I've been assisting them with during their stay. Professor Cronkite was gracious enough to extend us an invitation to visit him when we happen to see each other in town. So we asked Mrs. Salicion if he could lead the way. I do not believe I invited anyone but you, nor did I imply we would meet quite this soon. But I suppose chasing you away here would be more work than just humoring you. Very well, follow me. Really? It would be nothing short of incredible to see your work up close, Professor Cronkite. You act like a little schoolgirl, huh? Well, we'll get out of your hair for now. We apologize for the interruption. I can see that you're very busy, but it would be a pleasure to speak more on another occasion, Professor Callahan. Oh, I suppose that can be arranged. Gotta love Ren doing her thing. It must be nice to have enough free time to spend on such frivolous nonsense as educational visitation. Well, come with me. I want to make this brief. Of course, Professor.
Wait!
Shit. Okay, so Katra's going, I guess he's gonna blow our shit up. We'll see how this all goes, though. But I'm gonna end here. And when we come back, I guess we'll see what, if Katra gonna be a snitch or not. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate everyone checking out the vids, as always. If you are new to the channel, hit that like button. Like, just punch it. Very simple. Little thumbs up finger down there. Just tap that little thing. It really helps out the video, y'all. It helps out the channel. I appreciate you all checking me out, and I hope you come back for some more. Take care. Peace.